So when I was in high school, I had this friend on my volleyball team named Josh. Josh and I would always share a hotel room together when we would go down to play in tournaments. And Josh would always fuck around with like me and the other guys in a very gay way, but totally as a joke. And I would always tell him to stop, but I decided that I was gonna see what would happen if I just didn't tell him to stop. So we got back to our hotel room and we both got into bed with our boxers on, and Josh immediately starts messing with me. Like he keeps trying to tickle me as a joke, and then that turned into him trying to like pull my boxers off as a joke. And at first I told him to stop, but then I remembered that I was gonna see what would happen if I just didn't tell him to stop. So I let him pull my boxers off. He got them all the way off, and then I started trying to pull his off, as a joke. And at this point, I was losing my mind with how excited I was. Like I literally was like at full attention under the blankets, hoping that Josh wouldn't notice. So I'm trying to pull Josh's boxers off, and he's like pushing me back, trying to get me to stop. And I was teasing him like, come on, man, you took mine off. What are you, shy? You're not going to take yours off too? And he was like, no, I'm not just going to take them off. So I kept fucking with him and like pretty much wrestling, trying to get him off of him. And this was all like totally in a joking way. Like we're laughing our asses off while doing this, but I'm also really freaking excited. And like I said, still at full attention. So after a little more roughhousing, I finally got him off and I threw him across the room. So then Josh gets out of bed to go get his boxers that I threw across the room, and I was just staring at his tush. It was so freaking cute. Like it was like firm, and he had such a big tan line. And when he bent over to pick up his boxers, I got a really good view. And then he ran back over to get into bed with me, but he didn't just get into the bed, he ripped the sheets off of the bed. I was literally shocked at this point. Like I did not expect him to do that. And I was at full attention, so I was like humiliated. Josh noticed instantly and was like, whoa, man, and called me out for being at full attention, and then made some joke about like me being gay for him. And I like tried to defend myself and be like, no, like it's not about me being gay. Like it was just the way I like was moving in the sheets that somehow got me excited. And then I was like, dude, I noticed that you started to get excited in the shower earlier. Like, what, are you gay for me? He defended himself too, and we both kind of like acknowledged that that just happens and it's not really that we're into each other. So Josh got back into bed and we just kind of like laughed about that a little bit more and then just started chatting. And I really wanted to like try to take it further and cuddle with him or kiss him or do something. I don't know, just suck on something. But I was really nervous and I didn't have the balls to do it. But we did fall asleep without our boxers on. Like we just didn't even mention the fact that we didn't put them back on and drifted off. And we were still gonna share the room together the next night. So I was just like obsessing over what I was gonna try to do with him the next night. And I decided that I was actually gonna try to hit on him. Sorry I ran out of time, follow for part 4.